Theater, fashion, television, I think they're the personification of how entertainment can bring about progress. And I remember watching you on the Glee Project.
You're such a little twat.
No, I remember your audition, I am telling you. I remember your audition, I'm changing. I remember you in that scarf singing Whitney. I remember watching you and feeling so inspired. And I was just this closeted white boy in DC. If you could give one piece of advice.
Nothing. To my younger self or that person back then?
I was gonna say to the person who's inspired by you, but also
To that person, nothing. You know, to anybody, it's hard. So what do you want somebody to say to you that's gonna make your bad day feel better? I think there's much you can say, but if you're inspired by me, take that inspiration and be inspired by yourself.
Jackson, can I get a unique? Unique is spelled two A's, and one way is D-I-V-A.
Not an actual line.
Diva! Obviously, I loved you as Wade Unique in Glee. What was supposed to be a 2-episode run turned into a 43-episode marathon. You weren't going to that show, man! You're not going anywhere. Because of the Boogie Nights, it was iconic. Of all the performances you did on that show, what do you think best represents the legacy of Glee and of Unique?
The legacy of Glee.
It's a complicated legacy, but it's a good one.
Tortured. I think the song that really solidified the legacy of Unique and the show, and it was probably I Know Where I've Been.
Iconic. 200-person trans choir.
300. That was big for its time and ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time, and what Unique was, I mean, when you sang If I Were a Boy, when all those anti-bathroom bills were happening, it's amazing the progress that's happened, yet also we're still at this time now where there's now all this new anti-trans rhetoric, maybe.
My favorite quote from a musical called Carolina Change is, "Change comes fast and change comes slow, but change comes." It's not about progress as fast as it can be, it has to be effective, and as slow as it's going to take, that's how much it takes to be effective.
And since Unique, we've had Laverne Cox, Orange is the New Black, we've got Michaela J. Rodriguez, the incredible women of Pose. Why do you think TV, in particular, as an entertainment medium, can bring about such progress, such change?
Betty White, my icon, my star, said something along these lines. I can't remember the exact quote, but she said, "TV is different than film. And the difference is not just the medium and the size of it, it's you go outside of your home to buy a ticket, to sit in the theater, to watch a star. But for TV, you sit in your living room, you sit in your bedroom, you sit in your kitchen, and you watch this little tiny screen, and then that person is in your home. And it creates a bond, really. Like how many of us thought that Uncle Phil raised us, or Bajan from Family Matters raised us. Like that was in our home, that was personal to us. And I think that's why TV change makes a more effective change than like mass media or film.
You're in their home, yeah.
Like you watch me while you're sitting on your toilet with your phone.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that, you don't get more intimate than that. You're
Very
literally
personal.
sitting on the toilet and I'm like, Unique!
I like her. Before Beyonce,
I saw it.
we've seen my queen. I get a cease and desist. Before I let you go.